When you're looking to rent, and particularly when you get to the point of signing tenancy agreements, you might come into contact with some terms and property jargon you are unfamiliar with. Here are some common terms you're likely to come into contact with and an explanation of what they each mean. Arrears. Rent that is outstanding. Arrears may be a full amount for a rental period or in part. AST. Assured short-hold tenancy. An assured short-hold tenancy is the most frequently used tenancy agreement and is also referred to as an AST. Banker's draft. A banker's draft is a more secure form of payment because it can't bounce due to lack of funds in your bank account. Essentially, you give the bank the cash and they give you a check in that amount to give to the person you're paying. Most banks need at least 24 hours to provide a banker's draft and may charge you a fee. You may be asked to pay your deposit and full month's rent using a banker's draft. Break clause. A break clause is a clause sometimes included in a fixed-term tenancy agreement. Typically, this clause may be included if the initial fixed term is for a year or more. Client Money Protection Insurance, CMP. CMP is a type of insurance for letting agents. CMP protects the rental money that a tenant pays their letting agent to pass on to a landlord. The purpose of CMP is to protect the money if an agent attempts to use the funds fraudulently. Council tax, a local authority tax that applies to England, Wales and Scotland. It is usually the responsibility of the tenant to pay. Covenants. Covenants are terms that you agree to as part of your tenancy agreement. They may state the things you can't do while occupying the property, and they set out the promises that a landlord or tenant both make during the course of the tenancy. Credit search references. Before a tenancy agreement is signed, you will be referenced by your agent or landlord. Many agents and individual landlords use specialist referencing companies who will contact your employer, or an accountant if you are self-employed, your current landlord, and also check out your credit history to assess your ability to pay the rent. Deposit. Landlords will ask new tenants to pay a tenancy deposit to cover damage or unpaid rent. The deposit is usually the equivalent of 6 weeks' rent, but the landlord can choose to set the deposit at any amount. Dilapidation. Damage to a property or contents that is considered to be more than acceptable wear and tear. Energy Performance Certificate, EPC. All properties offered for let require Energy Performance Certificates, EPC. An EPC provides a rating of a property's energy efficiency, running costs and environmental impact rating, carbon emissions, based on the property's condition on a given date.